What's up guys, and welcome to the second installment of my new MLB Talk series. I would normally not upload two episodes this closely together, however today's episode involves the All-Star game, which means that I need to get it cranked out before Tuesday. As always, leave a comment on what I should talk about next and your thoughts on what I said in the video, and let's get into it. I'm just going to discuss one thing today, and that is the All-Star rosters. Let me take you through each league's starters and reserves at the time I'm recording this. In the AL, Gary Sanchez starts at catcher, Carlos Santana at first, DJ LeMahieu at second, Alex Bregman at third, and Jorge Polanco at short, with Mike Trout, George Springer, and Michael Brantley at the outfield spots. Lastly, Hunter Pence starts at DH. The American League selected reserves are James McCann, Jose Abreu, Daniel Vogelbach, Tommy La Stella, Brandon Lau, Gleyber Torres, Matt Chapman, Xander Bogaerts, Francisco Lindor, Mookie Betts, Joey Gallo, Whit Merrifield, Austin Meadows, and JD Martinez. The pitchers will be Jose Barrios, Shane Bieber, Aroldis Chapman, Garrett Cole, Lucas Giolito, Shane Green, Brad Hand, Liam Hendricks, John Means, Mike Minor, Charlie Morton, Jake Odorizzi, Ryan Presley, Marcus Stroman, Masahiro Tanaka, and Justin Verlander. Note that some of the reserves and pitchers will not play due to injury or other reasons. Now to go through the NL. Wilson Contreras starts at catcher, Freddie Freeman, Ketel Marte, Javier Baez, and Nolan Arenado are around the horn from first to third, and Christian Yelich, Cody Bellinger, and Ronald Acuna Jr. make up the outfield. The National League selected reserves are Yasmani Grandal, JT Realmuto, Pete Alonso, Josh Bell, Max Muncy, Mike Moustakas, Chris Bryant, Anthony Rendon, Paul DeJong, Trevor Story, Charlie Blackmon, David Dahl, and Jeff McNeil. Pitching for the NL, or at least selected to pitch, are Sandy Alcantara, Walker Buehler, Luis Castillo, Jacob deGrom, Zach Greinke, Josh Hader, Clayton Kershaw, Hyunjin Ryu, Max Scherzer, Will Smith, Mike Soroka, Felipe Vasquez, Brandon Woodruff, Sonny Gray, and Kirby Yates. Once again, some of the reserves and pitchers will not play due to injury or other reasons. I think that the fans generally did a nice job with selecting the starters in both leagues. At third base for the AL, I would have picked Matt Chapman, but Alex Bregman is acceptable as well. I also would have picked Charlie Blackmon over Ronald Acuna, but I don't have a problem with Acuna starting. I do have one big issue with the starting lineups, which is that Jorge Polanco is the starting shortstop for the American League. In my opinion, Polanco has been the most overrated player of 2019. Let's go through his numbers quickly. Polanco is slashing .314, .371, .522 to give him an OPS of .893 and an OPS plus of .136. He has 23 doubles, 13 home runs, and 42 RBIs. He's having a good season for sure, but it's not worthy of starting the All-Star game this year, and it's definitely not the MVP type season everyone seems to be going on about. Now, let's look at two AL reserve shortstops who have both been better than Polanco, Xander Bogaerts and Gleyber Torres. Bogaerts is slashing .295, .385, .535 to give him an OPS of .920 and an OPS plus of .137. Bogaerts has 17 home runs and leads the American League with 28 doubles and 63 RBIs. Meanwhile, Torres is slashing .295, .361, .534 to give him an OPS of .895 and an OPS plus of .134. He has 14 doubles, 19 home runs, and 50 RBIs. Now, these are very basic analyses of stats, but it's clear to me that Xander Bogaerts should be the starter, while Gleyber Torres is an acceptable substitute, similarly to how I feel about Charlie Blackmon and Ronald Acuna. The one thing I am certain about is that Jorge Polanco should not be starting the All-Star game. Lastly, I'm going to tell you which All-Stars this year should not have made the team in my opinion. In the American League, there are a few names that stand out: Mookie Betts, Francisco Lindor, and Jose Abreu. I want to keep the video short, so I'll display their stats on screen, but I'm not going to run through them out loud. Betts is having a good season for sure, but nowhere close to that MVP season he had last year. This year, he definitely has not been All-Star worthy, and it's really that simple. Lindor, on the other hand, missed at least a month with an injury, and therefore, his numbers have not been as good this year as they have been in previous years. Since Torres, Bogaerts, and Brandon Lau all ended up being named to the team anyhow, I don't have a huge problem with Lindor filling a roster spot. However, it was outrageous that he was initially picked over Torres and Bogaerts. I understand that Lindor was selected by the player ballot, so it's not really the fault of the MLB, but the players picked him seemingly just because the All-Star game was being held in his home stadium, a Progressive Field in Cleveland, which is just unfair. Lastly, Jose Abreu is a name that may confuse some of you as to why I have him as undeserving. Well, the main reason is that there are first basemen in the AL who are having better years than him and are more deserving of the spot. Luke Voit comes to mind. The White Sox already have Lucas Giolito, so Abreu doesn't need to be on here to fill the one representative requirement. In the National League, only one name bothers me from the list: Sandy Alcantara. Alcantara is having a good season, but not a great one. Sure, his ERA is under 4, but that's really about it. Obviously, Alcantara is only on here because the Marlins must have a representative, which is why the All-Star Game needs some changes made to its format. There are other pitchers who are far more deserving than Alcantara is, and we all know it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed, and comment what I should talk about next and your thoughts on this video. See you later. Peace out.
He's hitting over 400 during this 10-game hit streak. Torres pumps that one in the air. That's to left center field. Wilkerson back. I don't know. Goodbye home run. You cannot imagine this happening in Major League Baseball or any other place in baseball. I mean, he is just unstoppable, and it's all home runs against the Orioles, and it is 5-0. So Torres now has 9 home runs against the Orioles. 9 home runs and 12 RBIs against the O's in 11 games. Can't do that. You just can't do that.